Jason, you must have been pleased with that start, particularly considering the game against George a fortnight ago.
Yeah, it was a lot better. I think the whole week's been good. We're, as a club and as a team, as a staff, we're all disappointed with that first 30 minutes against the Dragons. But as I said, not to be disrespectful to the Dragons, they were very good as well. But I just felt like we didn't get off the bus and we didn't respect the 80 minutes. And I think we saw a fair difference tonight.
And the wet weather conditions, clearly the guys handled those probably the better of the two teams. That must have been pleasing as well.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I don't know. It just, they like to play quite expansive and a lot of offloads in their game, so that conditions were probably going to limit that a little bit and allowed us to tighten up and have that defensive mindset, which I thought we did really well.
And a bit of resilience there as well, losing Jaime quite early and then Mark Nichols in the second half too. Yeah,
we lost Campbell Graham to a head knock for 15 minutes as well. Yeah, we were under the pump quite a bit. But again, the boys were in the right headspace, and when you are, you handle those kind of things. But I thought the try before half-time was really important. I thought we were under the pump defensively a fair bit and held our line, and then up come the try off the back of our defence as well. So that was pleasing to go in at 18-6.
I was going to ask you about Latrell's origin chances, but he's withdrawn from contention, he said, on post-game. What does that do for you guys going forward now?
Yeah, it just keeps him focused. I think it shows a fair commitment from him and to his teammates and to his club that he wants to perform here. But I think it showed a bit of respect to the Blues as well. And after a great performance, he's confident that those guys can get the job done.
What did you think of him tonight, coming back pretty solid shift?
Yeah, I just said before, he's in better shape than he was in round 2 when he came back. And he's coming back in round 16 when every bloke out there's played half a season. They're battle hardened and they're a lot fitter and used to the game. And for him to come back and see out the 80 was pretty good.
You seem to play a little bit deeper than you often have this year. I think a lot of your errors have come from playing quite flat in attack, and I wonder if that's something that you've noticed or something that Latrell brings because of the way that he runs naturally to perhaps play just 1 yard further away from contact when you make your passes.
Yeah, I think every week's different who you're playing against, but the conditions probably allowed us to play a little step deeper and let the pass get past the man. But I thought our skill level tonight was outstanding. I think AJ's first try was as good a try you're going to see in dry conditions, let alone wet, and Cookie's try at the back end as well was pretty special. So, although we were conservative at times when we needed to be, I thought our skill level in the conditions was pretty good.
Do you think as well when you mentioned the skill level there, I think of the try that Jackson Polo scored that was the third time that Campbell Graham had attempted that, and the confidence of the team to keep trying to play your footy even though the conditions and even when it didn't necessarily come off must have been quite pleasing.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, I felt we earned the confidence through our defence. I thought we had a real defensive mindset and we were earning field position off the back of that, and that gave us confidence to chance our hand when the opportunities came. And I thought going in at half-time we probably were unlucky not to have another one or two. Parramatta's last-ditch defence stopped us from scoring, but really happy with how we performed tonight.
You must have been happy with Lackey on the back of being dragged, obviously, against the Dragons, that he kicked so well. Brad Arthur actually mentioned, not him specifically, but how they were starting their sets so deep, which was a lot to do with his controlled kicking. Yeah,
I thought he was good, as he has been up until the first 30 minutes against the Dragons, and again, he wasn't on his own. And that's been the focal point. And I've got a great relationship with Lockie, a lot of belief in him. He knows that, and he's had a great 2 weeks leading into the game and got out, did his job and grew into the game. And like I said, he had some really good touches as well.
Damien, there's a bit of a logjam between 7th and 12th, like only a couple of wins between it. Now you give yourselves a bit of breathing space. How important is that?
Yeah, I think it's also been good for us that we haven't been playing our best footy and we've lost a few games more than we wanted to, but the comp's quite close at the moment. So, a loss tonight would have really hurt us and could have dropped us out of the 8. So we see quality teams like the Roosters outside the 8 as well. So big win for us tonight. We've got small goals we set along the year, and this is another one that gets us on to win this little block for us, and we'll move on from there.
Damien, as much as it's commendable that Latrell wants to focus on stuff at South, you must have been looking forward to the chance to maybe play Origin with him again in the third game.
Oh mate, we just hope we all get picked again. But someone like Latrell, who was one of the stars of the series last year, injuries sort of hurt that, along with him and Tom Trbojevic. But makes Freddie's decision a lot easier, I'm sure. And the guys did a great job in the last game. And I'm lucky I'm not a selector, but Latrell, for what he did tonight, to take himself out of that selection process. I'm really proud to be a senior player here. All the work he's done the last 12 weeks to get himself right, and now to put South Sydney first. I'm really proud of him, and it's great work by him. And he played great tonight, and it was just great to have him back.
Do you have a tip about which way Freddie will go with that selection?
No idea, mate. I'll just hopefully can get in there and hold that 14 jersey and see you next week, hopefully.
One quick one from me. Cam Murray, how is he?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's probably the best I've seen him for the last 6 weeks. I think obviously he had pre-Origin, he had shoulder surgery, and he pushed it pretty hard to get back, and then obviously came back and had a real tough game in Origin 1, and he was outstanding, I thought, in Origin 2, and he's had a longer turnaround into this game, and he's looking back to himself, back to his best. I thought a lot of little areas he was really good tonight, and really pleased that we get to send him off to Origin 3 off the back of a performance like that, and he goes confident, and he knows the boys can hold down the fort while he's gone.
And touched on it before, but Hame Sele, what's the early prognosis there? Didn't look too good.
No, it's a hamstring, so he'll get a scan. Our fingers crossed. I thought he was outstanding for us again to start the game, and we've been trying to get him some match fitness and get him in. I think he's a genuine starter for us, but he keeps picking up these little injuries. But we'll look after him, get him right, and get him ready for the back end.
Tom Burgess as well. I think that's one of his best performances of the year, and for him to punch out, I think it was 180 metres in less than an hour's footy, must be pretty good. And I have to say, very selfishly, it looks good for England at the end of the year, right?
He was good tonight. Tommy, he had to be losing Hame. The middles were going to have to punch out big minutes. And he was going to come off and go back on. I think he come off. I said he's got about 5 minutes before he goes back on, and Cam was the same. But yeah, I thought they were outstanding, and I thought they were well supported by Junior as well.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.